Hi, hello, my friends. Of course, that's the end title score from a movie I finally seen. Finally seen. I just got done watching it and I want to talk to you guys about it. But I'm not gonna go too in depth into this. I mean, I granted I could because I could go unlimited all day long, all night, or whatever. But it's a movie I think you guys should experience. This movie, of course, is on DVD and stuff. It's not hard to find. That movie is, I don't know, IMDb says 2008, but I know it came out in the US in 2009, so I'm not sure what the deal is. Unless it was released in 2008, but it got re-released in 2009. I don't know how this shit goes. It's an independent movie. That is the Academy Award winning The Hurt Locker, which is directed by Catherine Bigelow. And she had not done nothing in a while, I guess. And from what I read up, she wasn't sure she was gonna direct this film, which I didn't even know this, but her ex-husband is actually Jimmy Cammey. That's right, Jimmy Cammey is her ex-husband. So Jimmy Cammey, you know, he's pain in the ass on the set in his house as well. Because think about it, he was married to Gail Ann Hurd. I guess he left her, Catherine Bigelow. Then from them two, he went to Linda Hamilton. That fucked up. And now he's with Susie Amos, unless Susie Amos told him to fuck off too. But, you know, man's got problems. He can't stay with a woman too long and shit. Maybe he should live on Pandorum with the Navi. You get along better over there and stuff. But, what had happened was, I guess he read the script, which was written by, I want to get the writer who wrote the script. And the writer of this is, Mark Bowl, who, I guess, I don't know what he's gone on to write. He didn't write nothing recognizable. He's a producer. He only wrote 3 things. Before this, he did something called In the Valley of El. And then right now he's writing something called, I guess, Untitled International Thriller. I don't know what the fuck. He don't got a fucking title for it. It's in pre-production. So he hasn't done shit since The Hurt Locker, I guess. Hurt Locker, I don't know, it says 2008, but why? I don't know, it came out 2000. I don't know what the fuck the deal with that is. But Mark Bowl wrote it, and I guess she read the script. I think what it is, I think Jimmy Cammey was trying to convince Catherine Bigelow, well, this could be, you know, as big as Platoon, but in Iraq and stuff and everything like that. And she looked at it and she goes, all right, maybe I'll go for it. So she went on board and got the job done, you know. And I'm proud to say this movie wasn't a big giant hit, obviously, but it got recognized by the Academy. and it ended up knocking out Avatar. And after watching it, I would say it deserves to get knocked out because this has so much going for it. Is it an action film? I can't say really action. I mean, it's more of a war drama with some thrilling moments. That's about it. Focusing on this on the job of the guys in Iraq who disarm these bombs and everything like that. And I'll go a little bit into the beginning of the film, but I'm not gonna go too heavily into spoilers or whatever and everything like that. I'll go a little bit into character because some of you guys who haven't seen this, I do want you guys to check it out. Movie opens up. We're in Iraq. We have these team of guys there who are the army, who are in this special unit Bravo company, who are, I guess they're doing a rotation around Iraq. I guess their tour, so to speak, um, to disarm these bombs and stuff like that. And you got the cast right there. You have this character named Sergeant JT Sanborn, who's I recognize the actor. He's actually Anthony Mackie, who of course was in Real Steel, and he was in Million Dollar Baby. He's that boxer that was picking on the guy that Morgan Freeman beat the shit out of. That's Anthony Mackie, and also what was he in? Let me see. I know he was in. Oh look, he's around my age. He was born '79. He's in the Dirty 30s. He was in the Adjustment Bureau as well and stuff. Oh look, he's in that movie Man on a Ledge. I guess Matt will be seeing that soon. Just kidding. He played Tupac Shakur in Notorious, and he was also in Eagle Eye. He played Sergeant William Bowman. I haven't seen Eagle Eye in a long time. I'll watch that someday. I always enjoyed that film. I have it in my collection, so that stuff. You have him. He's Sergeant JT Sanborn. And you also have specialist, Brian Garrity, who plays specialist Owen Eldridge, who, Brian Garrity didn't go on to do much. He's still not doing much now, which is sad. I thought he was good in the film for what he had to do. Before this movie, he did Jarhead. Jarhead's a piece of shit. I've seen Jarhead. That movie got a lot of praise, a lot of this, a lot of that. I seen it once. I don't want to see Jarhead. Jarhead's a boring piece of shit. This movie could blow up Jarhead off the planet. I hate Jarhead. Jamie Foxx is sitting there being over the top, and fucking Jake Gyllenhaal just not working. What is it? The Skarsgård, that guy or whatever from Green Lantern. He was decent one in the bunch, but the movie sucks though. Very overrated piece of shit. This movie kicks that movie's ass. I'm happy this got Best Picture. And IMDb, this got 7.7. That's a very high mark. So what happened is they're with their staff sergeant, Matt Thompson. Oh, look, his name's Matt. Who's played by Guy Pearce. And you see he's very, not an anal retentive sergeant or like that. He's very loose. Like they're controlling this little unmanned little drone to go to this area somewhere in the middle of town in Iraq to disarm this bomb or to identify the bomb or something. Or whatever like that. To add something to detonate it or whatever. To get it out of the way or some shit. And everything like that. And then what happened is they're bringing it over there, and you have a little bit of fun dialogue between Sanborn and Thompson, where he goes, "Well, stick it in. Well, make believe I can't get in there. Make believe it's your dick. Yeah, why don't put your dick in there? Ah, man, let me try that. Let me try that." So I liked a little bit of the back and forth and everything like that. And he basically puts on the gear because what happens is they're about to put explosives over there to detonate it, for safe out of the way, and to get the shrapnel so it doesn't hurt the people on the side of the town and stuff. But halfway bringing it toward there, on the little wagon, the wagon collapses. Unbelievable, right? Little tiny wagon for it. Fucking US of A bullshit. Collapses. So Guy Pearce has to put on his gear and go manually to bring it over there. But something goes wrong, and I guess some guys with a cell phone actually detonates it, and I guess Guy Pearce tries to run, and he can't run that far with the gear, and he gets killed. I guess from what I understand, I guess the shrapnel must have came in through the suit and cut him, because you see a big blood splat inside his suit, and he's killed off. So that's ballsy, because Guy Pearce is probably one of the recognizable actors in the movie, because this movie made Jeremy Renner a star. He's the star of this film as well, and he deserves all the jobs he's getting, even though I think it's a little redundant, all these franchises he's become a part of, but thank God he's working at least and everything. But he gets killed off, and they get a new sergeant. Now this sergeant, he has done a tour before in Afghanistan, like that. Sergeant First Class, William James, played brilliantly by Jeremy Renner. One question I want to find out: why the fuck didn't they give this guy an Oscar for Best Actor? I mean, really? The man knocked it out of the fucking park and beyond. He scored the touchdown from the beginning to the end. He scored the goal, everything. He TKO'd the whole fucking thing. No Oscar nod, nothing for Best Actor. He was great. Magnificent. I always liked the Jeremy Renner, even dating back when he did 28 Weeks Later. That's why I got so pissed off when they killed this character. I was like, yeah, fuck. Granted, he died like a hero, but still, like, you could have had him at least a little bit more into the end of the movie, at least, and stuff. But, I will say he doesn't die. Okay, I'll put that out there. At least, I'll put that there. Pretty much a sergeant that comes in there. You can see he's kind of a wild man a bit. And he has like a wise-assness about himself. But he follows the rules and everything. Like he goes, there's a scene there where they gotta go, because it's him, Sanborn, and Eldridge that are doing this tour of rotation around Iraq to disarm these bombs or whatever. And if they can make it past these days, they could go home or whatever. The tour is up. So you have Eldridge there, who I guess is seeing the colonel, or I guess the sort of like a psychiatrist or whatever behind the desk. So he kind of guides Eldridge a little bit, because Eldridge is having problems adapting to the war, and like, of course, who wouldn't? And everything like that. So you have little moments with them there. But yeah, we're going to see there with Jeremy Renner, which I'm saying is the best part of the film. I mean, Anthony Mackie, Brian Galtre, whatever his name is, I think they did a great job. The score you heard, by the way, is by Marco Beltrami. Same guy who did the score for T3, for, I believe, Scream movies and stuff. Yeah, I think Blade as well, the Blade films as well. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. Yeah, Brian Gargatti, they're on tour with James, with Jeremy Renner's character. And they see he's got very unorthodox methods of disarming a bomb and stuff. Like when they go on the first thing together, he puts on the gear and he starts throwing one of those smoke bombs there in the middle of the fucking town. And they go, why are you supposed to go? And he doesn't answer back right away. There's a good sequence there when a taxi breaks through the barricade. He pulls out a gun on the taxi. He tries to warn the guy a bunch of times to get the fuck back. It feels like you're really, really in this war. Like, you forget that these are actors, And I think that's what Catherine Bigelow did. She pulled it off great and stuff. He has very unorthodox methods and stuff. I know I haven't explained much of it and everything like that. And then you got one there later on in the film in which he's disarming a bomb in a car, and he's trying to find out where the fuse is at the car. And Sanborn is trying to radio him, tell him to get the fuck out of there. And he gets mad, and I think there's a lot of stuff was in the truck, a lot of big fucking explosives and shit, enough to blow a big hole. I like he starts taking off his gear, and then the guy tells him, what are you gonna do? Look, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die comfortably, alright? So he takes off his gear, puts on his headset. He goes inside the car, he starts looking for the wire and shit. I like it when he goes to one of the wires, you see the windshield wiper start working, he goes, that's interesting. That's the way he says it. And everything like that. And then he keeps going, we gotta go, I get it. He gets mad, he takes the fucking headset off. And everything like that. And then Sanborn tells Eldridge, you tell that asshole to kindly fucking put back the headset on. Excuse me? Will? Sir? Oh, Sambo, I want you to put the headset back. I like what he does. He sticks his middle finger out the window like this. So he's a fun character and stuff. And then where they're at the base, you got this little Iraqi kid who's always trying to make money. I guess he's trying to sell him these DVDs and stuff. And then he ends up ripping them off with the DVD. And Jeremy Renner comes up to him later. He goes, oh yeah, I want money back. The DVDs were out of focus. What do you want? It's good shit. I get you anything you want. You want gay porn? You want this? Jeremy Renner's laughing like, what, gay porn? What are you talking? And everything. He goes, you play soccer? Soccer, he has a soccer ball. He goes, all right, I'm going to make this shot. Now, if I make this shot, if you block the goal, you block the ball, I'll give you $5. If you don't, you're gonna give me back my money and some movies. So then he goes and he blocks the shot, gives him the $5. He goes, all right, now I'm getting this right over here, another DVD. The DVD's messed up. I'm gonna take a knife, or don't have, I'm gonna cut your fucking head off. Then the kid looks so serious. He goes, I'm just kidding with you. Come on, this is a good kid. So I like that. He gets very serious. And he goes like, yes, he's a good. He's a fun character, and you know. It breaks my heart. The man did not win not one fucking Oscar. That Oscars could suck my dick, really. I mean, granted, it got the best picture. I give him that. You know, it beat out Avatar or whatever and stuff like that. I mean, going back at it, you know, this movie should have been a big hit. I don't know why this didn't open up on a lot of screens or whatever. I remember Mike when he tried to review this movie, just a review, and Samuel Goldwyn Mayer or whatever the company that released the movie got bent out of shape and took down the fucking review, gave him a strike. They better not fuck with me with this. No. Forget about it. I make a whole video blasting those motherfuckers. Better not. Just a fucking movie review. I said it'll probably be up in 17 minutes. The movie's not 17 minutes long. The movie's actually 2 hours. But the acting and the way the tone is of the movie really draws you in. So you're not bored. Jarhead feels like a 3-hour movie. I was bored with Jarhead. You know, really overrated piece of shit. I'll get to that another day. But this movie is not overrated. This movie, I think, lives up to it. It works. Jeremy Renner should have won an Oscar. Anthony Mackie, he should have won a supporting actor role as lead, because he did a good job supporting actor and everything like that. And you know, you see this character go from this wild man through a change and stuff throughout the middle of the film until you get the ending of the film when he makes his decision. You understand why he's doing it, though. You know, everything like that. Is, you know, what he wants to do is who he could be and stuff. So some people might say, but why, you know, when you see the ending, you understand. But he doesn't die. Don't worry, he doesn't die. You know, stuff like that. I just will put that out there. So I know it's a kind of a, what do you call it, vague, kind of a half-assed review, in my humble opinion, I'm doing. Yeah, I'm harsh on myself. But I want you guys to see it, because it'd be hard to explain this one, because it's got some surprises in there that caught me off guard, like, oh, shit, and everything. But it's not very, very bloody, though, which I'm surprised. I mean, it's R-rated. I mean, you got some people blowing up, but it's not like pieces everywhere and stuff, or like Rambo 4 or Saving Private Ryan type of bloody, you know. Or Black Hawk Down. That's another one I'm not too shabby on, to be honest. I mean, in my humble opinion. But I don't hate it. At least it has more going for it than Jarhead. At least I will say that about Black Hawk Down, but and stuff. But I think I like this movie better than Black Hawk Down. I'm sorry. I mean, even Battle of Los Angeles, granted, that's war movie, but with some sci-fi in it, that's better than Black Hawk Down. But Hurt Locker is a different animal, though. Like somebody said, it's kind of the first war movie to win an Oscar since Platoon. And here's another fun fact. Kathryn Bigelow is the first female director to win an Oscar. Ain't that some shit? She's the first one. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I thought all the females that won Oscars, you know, for Best Director, Best Film, Kathryn Bigelow knocked it out of the park. I'm curious to see what she's going to do with this new movie, even though I think it's kind of a touchy thing to fuck with now. But then again, this was a touchy project as well. But it won the Oscar and everything and stuff like that. And I know the CIA is investigating her, so whatever. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. That movie about the team of soldiers that went on to go on the mission to kill Bin Laden and stuff like that. I don't know who she's planning to cast for that movie and stuff. But I'm curious about that and stuff. I don't know if it's gonna get made though, because the CIA is investigating her ass now and stuff, because it's too hot to touch that right now. and stuff. There's a hot topic as well, because Iraq is people. We still got soldiers over there, folks. So and stuff like that. They keep saying we're gonna send them home. We're gonna send them home. When? When? So I can say when. But enough about that. The film it does what it has to do. It's great. You get some appearances in there, like in the beginning when you get Guy Pearce, though he doesn't last that long in the movie. David Morse. You remember from The Rock, the movie The Rock. He was in 16 Blocks. He was in The Negotiator. Good actor. Stuff like that. He was also in Drive Angry as well. He has a small part in the film as well. And Ralph Fiennes from which I didn't recognize him at first. He shows up in the film briefly as well. Which I think that was done on purpose because, you know, those are the little bit of big name actors you had in the bunch at least. But they're on the sidelines. This one focuses on your cast of these up and coming actors. Jeremy Renner is one of my favorite actors. I'm happy that he's getting all this work. He's got Mission Impossible 4. He's playing Hawkeye in the Avengers films. Now he's got the new Bourne film. I don't know why would he get involved with that, but I guess it's about money. That's all. But, you know, most likely I'll give those movies a watch. Most likely, you know, I like the man's work. You know, I want to see him do more stuff. Oh yeah, he was also great in The Town as well. That's another movie he did. So he's done a lot of good projects here and there, and everything like that. So rating for this, I can't find nothing wrong with it, to be honest. I mean, it does what it set out to do. You know, it's long, but it doesn't feel that way because the actors draw you in, which that's a good sign of a good actor and a good script and a good director and writer and stuff to draw you in and get you involved, make you care about these characters and stuff, make you feel, you know, bad about, you know, make you feel bad about, you know, these. I'm saying to make you feel good about being a human being. What these soldiers do every day, you know, putting themselves on line to get rid of these bombs and to get rid of this and everything like that. All the stress and tension, you know, and everything like that. Being surrounded by people in a town where you can't understand too much what they're saying. You don't know if they have a bomb to them. You don't know this. So it's chaotic. That's why sometimes when you hear these stories when these soldiers come home, they lose it or whatever, which is sad and stuff. But you know, this movie really did a good job. Catherine Bigelow, she deserves her Oscar and like that. Jeremy Renner deserves one. I don't know why the fuck who the fuck won for Best Actor in the 2010 Oscars anyway, huh? I want to find out who the fuck was more important than Jeremy Renner's performance in this movie, huh? Tell me that one, please. The rating for this is 10 out of 10, and thank you all for watching this vague, half-ass review for a movie you guys should see to experience and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed the film a lot. Maybe I was able to see this, by the way. Thank you, Mike, for that. One of the last movies I had stuck on the computer for a while. I think I got this from Mike during the summer. I still haven't seen it, but I've seen it finally now, and I want to talk about it. And 10 out of 10 the rating for this film, and thank you all for watching. And you all have a good night. A good day, or whatever. It's still daytime outside. Whoops, it's just cloudy because it might be snowing. Later.